The Children of Willowbrook. In a small countryside village named Willowbrook, life moved slowly, guided by the rhythm of the seasons. The village lay between endless rice paddies that gleamed under the sun, and a winding river that curved like a silver ribbon through the valley. Beyond the fields, low hills guarded the horizon, and above them stretched a wide sky where clouds drifted lazily from dawn to dusk. For the Children of Willowbrook, the village was not only a home, but also a vast and ever-changing playground. They were 5 in number, each with a spirit shaped by the land around them. The oldest carried a natural confidence and often guided the group with quiet strength. Her younger brother was curious and observant, eager to explore every corner of the fields. Another girl, gentle and thoughtful, offered kindness in every gesture, often sharing food her grandmother prepared. A restless boy filled their days with movement, climbing trees and running across the fields, while the youngest, full of laughter, followed the others with boundless joy. Their mornings began with chores familiar to countryside life. Some carried buckets of water from the well, others fed the chickens or gathered vegetables from family gardens. During harvest season, small hands joined in the work of cutting rice stalks, their laughter mingling with the voices of adults in the fields. These duties, though simple, shaped their sense of responsibility and tied them deeply to the life of the village. Yet once the tasks were done, the true adventures began. The children would meet beneath an enormous oak tree by the river, its roots twisted like wooden sculptures across the ground, and its branches reached wide enough to shield them from the fiercest summer sun. This tree became their refuge, their headquarters, and their secret world. From bamboo sticks, paper scraps, and thread, they created kites that soared above the paddies, catching the wind until they became bright specks in the vast sky. From banana trunks, they built small rafts and tested them in the calm shallows of the river, delighting in every splash and ripple. With branches, reeds, and stones, they constructed miniature villages, complete with huts covered by banana leaves and paths lined with smooth pebbles. What others might have seen as ordinary, they transformed into wonders. Each season carried its own flavor of adventure. Spring painted the fields in tender green, and the children wandered barefoot along the dikes, watching frogs leap into the water and butterflies drift across the air. Summer brought blazing heat, but also endless freedom, when days stretched long and cicadas sang loudly from the trees. They cooled themselves by splashing in streams or resting in the shade of the oak. Autumn turned the paddies into a golden sea ready for harvest, and the children proudly helped gather the grain. Winter, though quieter, carried its own magic. Mist hung low in the mornings, and evenings were warmed by small fires where the children invented games of shadows and light. Sometimes the countryside tested them with challenges. After days of heavy rain, the river swelled and swept away a raft they had built with care. For a moment, sadness weighed on them, for the raft represented hours of effort and pride. Yet they soon discovered that what mattered most was not the raft itself, but the time spent together. With determination, they built another one, stronger than before, and in doing so learned that friendship and resilience were greater treasures than any object. Through these shared experiences, their bond grew deep. The oak tree, the river, and the wide fields witnessed their growth, their laughter, and their quiet dreams of the future. Some imagined teaching, others farming, others still longed to see the world beyond the valley, but all carried within them the same sense of belonging, rooted in the land where they had grown up together. As the years passed, childhood slowly gave way to youth. The children grew taller, their responsibilities heavier, and their paths began to diverge. Yet the memories remained vivid. The sound of rushing water after rain, the sight of fireflies glowing at dusk, the scent of wet soil rising from the fields, and the golden light of sunsets that turned the valley into a painting. Willowbrook was a simple village, yet to its children it had been a kingdom. Every corner of the fields, every bend of the river, and every branch of the oak tree carried stories of laughter, courage, and hope. Though time would scatter them beyond the hills and valleys, the spirit of their childhood would remain unshaken, like the deep roots of the oak by the river. For the Children of Willowbrook, happiness had never been found in possessions or wealth. It had always lived in the freedom of open skies, the strength of friendship, and the beauty of days spent growing up together in the quiet countryside.